This scared the shit out of me because like he's basically like royalty when it comes to programming. The reason he's known as the greatest programmer of the 20th century is he basically built the version of Windows in the 90s that became really popular. And he's a personality. When I showed up, he was in his late 60s. He's now in his 80s. He was known for being incredibly rude and mean to people. There are legendary stories of him punching holes in walls, of throwing people out of his office. He was not a person who suffered fools gladly. But this guy had an insane work ethic. He had more money than God, but he would show up to work every single day, at age, must have been late 60s now. Now he's in his 80s, and then write code. So I remember, and I was like, man, I used to idol worship this guy, right? And computer science people, they still idol worship. I need to find a way to just impress this guy. And I don't know how. I was terrified, right? And so what I would do is, he would show up on weekends. I remember him once showing up on December 26th and working, right? Which not a lot of people did. And so I would start showing up on weekends and just see him in the hallways, etc. And then after a while, he was like, all right, this young punk is here. And then after like 6 months, I found an error in his code. This scared the shit out of me because like he's basically like royalty when it comes to programming. Like, think, I don't know, you're going up against Michael Jordan and you're saying, hey, by the way, your jumper shooting form, I found an error, right? Or Steph Curry, that 3-pointer, like I saw something last night, like I think you can fix. So this is on that level. So I was terrified, but I sort of went into his office and I was like, and he was like, sir, I have this thing and this thing. And he goes, ugh. And he looks at his computer. I'm like, man, this is the end of my career. And he was known for firing people too, by the way. The end of my career right there. And he was like, you know what? You're right. And then I was like, okay. Then I ran out of the office. But the thing about him was he was so intellectually honest. So he took my fix, he made this bug fix in his code, and then he kind of slightly, him and others took me under the wing a little bit